Alright, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be Season 62 Wars 8 and 9 together. And for this one I'm taking in Shang-Chi, Bastion, and Spiral. So I've got 11 fights over the two wars, I think. And some of them go really good. Some of them go absolutely terrible. For War 8, we're taking Path 5 up through, and then I think there's 2 mini-bosses on this one. So starting out with this Viv Vision, and I'm going to go in with Bastion. So I'm going to get some boosts on. And I don't think I use anything extra beyond just these 3. This is Ebb and Flow Knockdown and Obstinate Charge. And I'm not super familiar with Viv Vision, but I know that her Special 2 is very easy to avoid, just back away from it. So I think my main plan here was just to heavy counter and keep her to a Special 2 as much as possible. So I start out immediately forgetting about the Obstinate Charge and catching a heavy. And then she backdrafts me and gets me again. But things go a lot better from this point on. So get a first special one off. Takes her down to just below half. Push her up to the Special 2 and bait that out. And go in after the kick. And Relic into heavy Special 1. And I was hoping this would kill her, but didn't quite get it. And then she throws a Special 1, which was unblockable, but the Incinerates... I don't know exactly how Viv works, but if she put an Incinerate charge, I think Bastion may have just reduced the duration of it because of having the infections on her. And we finish by baiting out a heavy there and comboing. So just over a minute, not too bad. Alright, so next up is this Enchantress. And I'm going to try and take this with Shang-Chi, but this fight goes really, really bad. Basically, between some bad luck and some bad play on my part, she pretty much destroys me. So I think I'm just going to hang my head in shame here and let you watch this one out. So I finally get her down with Bastion, but yeah, that was pretty painful. So on to the second half of the path. We're going to stay on path 5. And going up to a Spider-Punk. And I'm going to take this one with Bastion, because I did realize after the last time of trying this is the intercept node, and Bastion can do it if you do have the pursuit up. So alright, so starting out, get the heavy, get the pursuit up, and trying to get an intercept and get one there. So it does actually work. The pursuit does. Happy to see that. Spider-Punk's a little squishy, so this isn't too bad a fight. Honestly, even if you can't get rid of the protection real easy. So next up, got a hit monkey on same kind of node, the intercept. So again, just using Bastion. Start with a heavy to get the pursuit up and try and keep it up as much as possible. Tried to intercept there, but almost got caught. Surprised I actually managed to dex that. Did get the intercept there, so really good damage on that one. And then finally a special one will finish him off even with the protection up. Alright, so this is one of the terrible fights. I took in Shang thinking I could keep the cleanse up and keep the debuffs off me, but rank 3 against a rank 4, it was too much. Too many debuffs, and I couldn't keep them off of me. Yeah, I messed up on my rhythm and actually did pretty decent damage with that special 2 before I finally died. I wish the last hit would have gotten in. I don't think it would have killed him, but would have been a lot closer. But so anyway, I think next time around, well, to begin with, after the war season was over, I've actually managed to get my Shang-Chi up to rank 4. So that'll make a big difference. But I think next time around, especially if it's a rank 4 void, I think the plan will just be to cleanse and then heavy and just go back and forth between that. So I sped it up here to get it past this because I end up dying a few more times to him here. So we'll let this play out and be back in a moment. Alright, so this last fight is against Bullseye on Stunning Reflection and Polka Dot Power. I'm going to take it with Bastion, and basically the plan is just to block and counter his heavy with my heavy. And throw special ones whenever I have them up. First one does about 20-25% damage, so I figure it'll take maybe about 4 special ones to get through them. Usually try and push him to his special 2 if I can. Just because you can kind of back away from the first few hits of it. I'm not very good at dexing either of his specials, so I don't generally try to do that too often. Sometimes the last hit like that one, but yeah, that's about it. Get another special one off, and just about there. One more ought to do it. And then he actually catches me with a heavy. But that one takes him out. And so that's the end of that war. And so now we will go into the final war of the season. This is war number 9. And my team this time around, changing up a little bit. So I'm taking Bastion, and then for the first time ever using in war, I'm taking Werewolf by Night. And then I think I end up taking White Tiger as the third. I was going to use her for one of the mini-boss fights, but I ended up not using her. So Bastion and Werewolf are the only ones I actually end up using this war. So I'm taking path 9 on this one. First one up here is America Chavez. And I'm going to take, actually I think I take the entire path with Bastion this time around. Yeah, he's immune to 1/2 of the hazard shift for every one of these, and for the other one Usually just try and not attack too much during that node, but even if I have to, he doesn't seem to take a whole lot of damage from it, especially if he has some of the infection charges up. I'm trying to get the special one out of her. And she's right back at the special one still. So I end up pushing her to a special 2, which I don't like to do. And it did hit me, but it didn't really do much damage. I think did he end up healing some of it back? I'm not even sure exactly what happened there, but he got hit by the unblockable part, but it just didn't do any damage. So next up is Shocker, and I don't have him, so I'm not real good at fighting him. So this is probably a bit of a comical match for somebody who does know how to fight him. So yeah, maybe somebody can help me out a little here. So he seems to pretty much auto block any special I throw. So what do you do to get rid of the auto block? Okay, now he doesn't on that one, but I think it's just because he hasn't built up enough of his charges yet. I just realized I got 5 shocks on me, so I was trying to slow down. So yeah, now he's auto blocking, and I think pretty much he'll just basically auto block. It's that I don't even have him as a 6-star. I'm not even sure if I have him in any form. So I don't really know how he works. Thankfully we were able to just muscle him down with Bastion. So next up is Nick Fury. And I think by this point everybody knows how to fight Nick. Just pretty much try and keep him to a special 2. And watch out for when he's unblockable. So start out with the heavy. Just blocking him for the most part. Make sure I can get him to the special 2. Push him to another special 2, and just keep trying to rinse and repeat there. I'm not actually doing real great on the health battle here since he's just now gotten to the 2nd life, but it looks like I am healing a little bit at some points. I guess probably when I'm not in the cold snap phase. I'll be honest, I have a difficult time trying to keep up with which one is up at the time, so yeah, I end up taking a lot of damage from attacking in the wrong mode. So there you had the unblockable, and I was trying to bait out a heavy without getting hit, but yeah, he still flipped me. But now we just about got him. Get the relic and that finishes it. Alright, so last up on Path 9 is Gentle. After we heal up a bit here. And this one, he has the one eye open. I need to remember that. But I think as long as I can keep the heavies up and keep an endurance, I can ignore his unstoppable, at least for the most part. So I have to kind of watch out for it, but it's not as much of a problem if I keep up the endurance. But I also need to make sure I don't attack too much in the incinerate. Get the first special one off. That does pretty good damage. Just basically keep trying to heavy punish. Seems to be the best way to keep up the endurance, and it's also not a whole lot of hits. So then I think now I bait out special 2. Yeah. And the relic heavy into special 1. And I don't think that quite does it. But he falls over in the middle of his special. So yeah, that was really good actually. I'm impressed more and more with Bastion every time I use him. Alright, so my last fight is against this Serpent on Hazard Shift, Poison, and Rupture. And I'm using Werewolf. He's 90% resistant to poison, and you don't hit very often. You're normally hitting into block fighting with Wolf, so this is my first ever war fight with Wolf though, and I'm really impressed with how well it goes. I do get clipped by the special 1 there, but we're just hitting into his block and then trying to get our howls. So I've got up to the 10 charges now. Throw off the special 2. It does a lot of damage. I'm getting pushed back, so I was hoping that would get me to a special 2, but it didn't quite. But we throw that, bait out his special 2, and try to parry it. I don't think I actually managed it at all. Throw another special 2 at him. And the nightmare stays up this entire time. It pauses during specials, and I guess because he's throwing so many, I only actually have to get into his mode one time to keep it the entire fight. So another special 2, that one's going to take him down to his death immunity. Try and bait out one more special here. And then I just go for it. Combo into Relic into another combo, and then I was going to do the special 2, but didn't actually need it. So yeah, that fight went about as well as it possibly could, and that was the end of my war. We did end up winning both of those last 2 wars, although it didn't change anything. We're still in Gold 1. And, well, as I said a little earlier, I did get to take my Shang-Chi up to rank 4. He's my 4th rank 4, with Spiral, Bastion, and Spider-Woman being the other 3. So that's going to do it for this time around. Appreciate you sticking around. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Both of those help me out. Leave me a comment and tell me if you want me to keep this up next season. And we'll see you around for the next one. All right. Bye-bye.